I'm Eric the Trainer, and welcome back to Celebrity Sweat. Well, today we're in beautiful Miami, Florida at the 20th Annual Celebrity Sweat Football Challenge. I'm with Billy Blanks, Jake the Trainer. It's going to be a big day. Now, you guys have been running around Miami for a couple days. What happened?
It's been crazy. It feels like we've been here for a month, but it has been awesome. We did a lot of different things. It was a blast.
Well, you're going to see all the celebrities, all the athletes, all the action from Miami. Up next, boom.
We are here at the Miami Heat facility, American Airlines Arena, with the one and only, and he is the heart and soul of the Heat and the city, you know it, Mr. Udonis Haslem. Udonis, thank you so much for coming and letting us have a chance to hang out with you, man. This is awesome. So tell us what we got here. This is the practice court?
Yeah, this is the practice court right here. This is where all the work goes on behind the scenes. You know, you see the finished product. Everybody shows up to support us and cheer for us, but I mean, there's so much work that goes on behind the scenes here. I mean, you guys only see a microcosm of really everything that has to go on. We got a great young group. You know, we got guys getting up shots now. We just went through about an hour-and-a-half film. Personally, for me, my day starts in the weight room before I even step on the basketball court. You know, just activate my body, hips, glutes, things like that are very important in the game of basketball. Changing speeds, changing pace. You know, quick twitch, you know, being able to get on to the next situation in an instant. So, you know, for me at 39, you know, my Chevy don't crank up like it used to. So we started this actually years ago when I was around LeBron and those guys. Those guys really motivated me. We all motivated each other different things. So, you know, the thing I took from LeBron and Dwayne and those guys like that is the way they really, you know, tapped in and worked on their body. You know, that was something I was able to tap. I was always a hard worker. You know, you put me in the gym and you have to lock me out. But the thing that I really didn't catch on to is the working on my body part. So for me, before I even step on the basketball court, I have to activate my body, my glutes, my hips, my core, and then I crank up the Chevy and get it going.
Wow. So you think for basketball players, weight training is
Oh yeah, I think the way the science is now, I think all guys should understand at this point that the weight room is definitely, you know, very instrumental in having a long, healthy basketball career. I think when it first started out, I think basketball guys were a little scared of the weight room. Oh, I want to get big, I don't want to get bulky, I want to be able to move, I want to be agile, I want to be athletic. That was completely wrong. That stigma was completely wrong. Athleticism, quickness, explosion, you know, muscle endurance, all those things are built in the weight room. You know, obviously we have to get on the basketball court and do things on the basketball court, but if you want to have a long 17-year NBA career, 3 rings, and still look like this, you got to start the day in the weight room, baby. You got to start the day in the weight room.
Amazing. Wow. Well, okay, so we got the weight room down. How much does stretching play a role in the whole, you know, key to being successful in this?
Obviously, another thing that I wasn't very good at when I got an NBA. And the thing is that I'm the oldest guy on the team, and I'm actually the most flexible guy on the team. But it's not just because of it's the things that I've picked up along the way, the knowledge of the basketball game. And obviously, at this age, I have to tap into my body way more than I ever had to. When I was young, I didn't have to stretch. You just put me on the basketball court, and I run, jump, dunk all day. I try that now, and I'm out for a week and a half. So I really have to tap into my body, and stretching is critical. You know, it's just as critical as being in the weight room and strengthening those muscles. You have to lengthen those muscles as well. I think all that goes hand in hand with injury prevention. Great thing we do here is we tap into the science and we try to get ahead of the game as far as preventing injury and strengthening the body.
What about martial arts? Do you guys kind of?
We actually got a guy on our team, James Johnson, who's tapped into the
fight, right?
Yeah, he actually tapped into the martial arts world. And needless to say, behind me, he's the second baddest dude on the team. But he's definitely tapped into the martial arts world. His athleticism, his versatility, he's actually one of the most versatile guys we have on this team. We call him Swiss Army knives, where a guy could pretty much do anything that we need him to do. So he can play any position on the floor for us. He can do anything offensively, defensively. So I'm sure that his martial arts background has definitely tapped into that.
What about yourself as far as longevity? What impacts you in mentally staying sharp too?
enjoying the game with these guys, you know, being around my teammates. The game has evolved and it has changed as well, so I'm constantly learning. And I'm constantly learning how to implement the things that I've learned, you know, from championship guys in the past that has helped me be a 3-time champion, and trying to implement it into the process with these guys. You know, for me, I live vicariously through these guys every night. They step on the basketball floor, so, you know, if they're not getting it done, I feel like I'm not getting it done. So that keeps me going.
Wow. Well, so there's no doubt you're the hustle and the heart behind the team. Everyone I'm sure will speak on that as well. My question to you is, what was the motivating factor that helped you become that guy you are today? When it was you growing up, or when it was you getting into the league early, did you have a wake-up moment, or was it kind of something you've been instilled with your whole life?
You know, you build up grit. You know, you build up grit through life experiences, through trials, tribulations, through failures. Right. You know, and different things like that. So for me, my path was just a little different to get to the NBA. Obviously, growing up in Miami, it's all football here. Yeah. You know, you don't get much credit for basketball growing up down here. So if you're playing basketball, you got to really be really good to get that national exposure, because, you know, the Florida States and, you know, all those guys are dominating this area when it comes to the football. So, you know, for me, it was always, you know, behind the 8 ball basketball-wise, coming out of South Florida trying to make a name for myself. Secondly, you know, I wasn't drafted. You know, so for me, having an illustrious college career that I had, to not be drafted, I had 2 choices to make. I could point the finger and blame everybody else. I could look at myself in the mirror and see what I can change about myself. That was actually the first time that I tapped into the nutrition part of basketball. You know, growing up as an inner city kid, you kind of eat what you can get your hands on. Right. It's not always the healthiest, and then you don't know about nutrition at that age as well. So spent 9 months in Europe, and I really tapped into nutrition, you know, educate myself on nutrition, and you know, that weight room thing started to really kick in, and that started the process. So a lot of things that guys do is blame this guy, blame that guy. This was my mistake, that was his fault, I didn't get drafted, I'm better than this guy. I really took a look at myself and say, well, what can I do to change myself? What can I do to change my position and put myself in a better position? Not knowing that I'd be coming back to try out for my home team, but it just all came and worked out.
That's awesome.
And let me ask you, why did you, like, you pick defense like the?
Yeah. For me, when you step in this situation and you're walking into an NBA gym or any kind of gym of basketball, the first thing that stands out is the guys that score the basketball. Everybody wants to be the guy that scores the basketball. Going through a drill here, about 17 years in, so my very first year in the league, there was a practice, and after the practice, I talked to Coach Keith Askins at the time. Keith Askins was the assistant coach, and I just walked over to him. I said, hey, Coach, you know, can you give me any tips on what I need to do to be able to make the team? He said, I tell you what, a lot of guys can score, but if you can defend and you can rebound, you'll make this team. The very next practice, there was a shot that went up. Rebound went all the way to half court. I was the only guy that chased it. Everybody stopped. I chased the ball all the way to half court and grabbed it. And Coach Riley looked at me, and he blew the whistle. He looked at me and said, why don't you stop? I thought I was in trouble. I said, well, I didn't hear a whistle. And he smiled at me and said, that's the perfect answer. And after practice, he came over to me and he said, something like that is going to be the reason why you make this team. So thinking back 18 years ago, something as small as chasing the rebound, not quitting, having that quick twitch and that next play speed was something that just catapulted my career into 3 championships and a leading rebound in the organization.
There's no question, this is the huge weekend, and there's so much going on here in Miami. You're from here, you went to school at Florida, there's so many home connections that you have here. What's it like when a weekend of this kind of magnitude comes to a city that's your own? I
mean, it's amazing, it's amazing. I'm looking forward to the city. Not that it's not always alive, but I'm looking forward to the city coming alive. You know, it's going to do a lot for, you know, the local crowd as far as bringing in businesses and opportunities to raise money and different things around the city. And obviously for me, being a hometown kid, having the opportunity to, you know, grow up and watch the Dolphins and the greats of Dan Marino, I'm a huge diehard football fan. So, you know, my team is not in it right now, but being a football fan, I'm happy that the Super Bowl is coming here to the city of Miami. I'm happy that we get a chance to host it, and I'm looking forward to a great game.
If we can ask you to say one question to some young person that might be listening in, what would be the thing you would tell them?
Oh, man. I know it sounds like a cliche, but I would say if you keep falling down, keep getting up. Keep falling down, keep getting up. You know, for me, I fell numerous of times in my life. I'm still failing sometimes. I will fail again, but I will never quit. I will continue to push forward, and I will continue to be an example for the guys that follow me and watch me. After 17 years in this NBA, I know people are watching me and people are following me, so for me, it's to set an example for the people behind me. So if you're watching at home, I would probably fail again, but watch how I react to it.
We are here in the absolutely beautiful city of Miami, and it is the big game weekend. That is right, the Super Bowl is in town. And Billy, you and I have been starving this whole day, and we cannot wait to get a bite to eat. Thank God we found out that Grown is right here. We are here with Shannon and Chef Jamar. This is going to be an awesome time. Shannon, tell us a little bit about this place. What do you guys
First
have
of all,
here?
I'm so excited that you guys are here. It's such an honor to meet you both. Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness,
Thank
I
you.
can't even believe it. So you're standing in Grown. We are the first ever 100% USDA organic certified fast food restaurant with a drive-thru in the country.
Wow.
And this is my brainchild. You guys may or may not know at home. I started making pregame meals for my husband Ray Allen, who's arguably the greatest three-point shooter of all time. I mean, I can say that, right? Like, I can be biased.
Without a doubt.
He is. That's
Without
a
it, we're
dead-eye
gonna throw
shooter.
arguably right out the window. So I've been making pregame meals for Ray and his teammates for almost 20 years. And so this is kind of like what we would do anyway. And then our middle child Walker was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes during the Lakers-Celtics finals in 2008.
Right.
That completely changed our life. We almost lost our baby, but praise God he's here.
God.
And we became his pancreas and advocates and activists for type 1 diabetes for research for a cure. And along that way, I kind of realized if I needed fast food or real food fast, there was no game in town. So I created a thing I wished existed,
Wow.
along with my good friend here, Chef Jamar Massey,
That's
our
right.
corporate executive chef, who is a huge football fan.
Yes, I am.
He's
Huge.
living for this
Huge.
weekend.
Go Chiefs.
Oh, Chief.
Oh!
We got a Chief fan over here.
We are very excited for you guys to be here. So basically what we do at Grown is we make real food cooked slow for fast people. Look, we all know nobody's getting any less busy. We're only getting busier. We want everything now and we want it delivered. So at Grown, you can do eat in, take out, dine in, delivery, at home, catering, and drive through.
That's good. That's
So
big.
what we have for you today is what we consider healthier game food, healthier tailgating food. As you guys probably know, most athletes, Billy, correct me if I'm wrong, have a pregame meal.
That's right. All of them.
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
Have to.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have
You
something.
have to have one.
Yes, you
I mean,
definitely
for
got
20 years, every single day, I made 3 chicken thighs, a cup of white rice, and a steamed green vegetable for Ray.
It's like engraved in your head by now,
Yeah,
huh?
you can't leave the house without that. So the beautiful thing for us is a lot of athletes eat here because they know they can count on delicious, organic, freshly prepared ingredients and real meals that they love. So what do people eat for games? They eat wings. They eat tacos. They eat chili. So at Grown, you can get all that stuff that you love, but a much healthier, delicious version. So what we have for you today is 2 gluten-free tacos. One with made organic, wild-caught Gulf shrimp, and the other with organic free-range chicken that's blackened with some pico de gallo, some black corn salsa, some delicious avocado, fresh cilantro, and a cilantro lime vinaigrette. Right here. And then on this side, we have delicious organic free-range chicken blackened with quinoa, again, cilantro lime vinaigrette, some fresh cilantro, and a lime wedge.
This is awesome.
Should we dig in?
Wow, that looks incredible.
Is it shrimp or chicken for you?
So
I'm
let me
cool
ask
either
you a
one.
question.
That sounds great. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So when Ray got ready for a game, he would eat protein, like chicken.
Oh, yeah. So when we started out, I mean, he was a young man, so he grew up in a house where, just like all of us, I mean, he had shed spread and Aunt Jemima syrup and pancake,
right.
I mean, he grew up with real food, and his mother is an amazing cook, and I learned so much from her. I mean, she put her foot, her leg, her toe, the whole thigh up in everything she made. She really, truly is an extraordinary culinarian. I mean, honestly, you have to give credit where credit is due. But over the years, as Ray got older and started having issues with his ankles and inflammation, we really cut out anything that was processed. We went to a completely organic household. We went to a gluten-free household. We eliminated any processed sugars, any processed foods. He eliminated red meat, and he went to, in the beginning, organic free-range chicken and some fish. And now he is strictly a pescatarian, no complex carbohydrates, and he mostly eats just vegetables. So we're all trying to live a little bit more like the Green Print Project. I mean, Chef Jay, you can attest to this. You changed your life with diet and exercise.
Yeah, I went vegan. So no dairy, I don't even eat carbs, no rice, no pasta, no nothing. Like I said.
How much weight have you lost?
Oh, like almost like 60 pounds when I from beginning to now.
Congratulations.
Like 60 pounds. So I used to be like, I used to have an alien.
There was more of you to love.
Yeah, there was a lot more than me to love. But now there's a little bit less of me to love, and I'm still going, So like I'm gonna stick with the whole vegan lifestyle because I'm not tired no more. I have a lot of energy. Like you said, we've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning and we still gotta go. Go.
It's Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah,
So we're here with you guys
yeah.
and we're so
Right.
honored to do that. We have catering out the wazoo. Thank
Oh, yeah.
you. Praise
Yeah.
God. But it's gonna be crazy. So we need delicious fuel so that we can power us to our next performance.
That's a great thing, and it's really important. I think people overlook the importance of nutrition in their diet and how it relates to athleticism and the longevity of someone's career. I've been a fan of yours and Rayon's for a long time, and I've known that he's very health conscious, and I know you guys are very, very family health conscious as well, which is great. So I think it's important for people to understand. Can you just give a little insight as to how the nutrition plays into the role of the sports and the athleticism? How does that help?
Well, listen, I think, Billy, you can attest to this probably more than anyone, but what most people don't realize is everyone that's in professional sports has access to the best equipment.
Right.
The best trainers, the best stretching, the best therapies, oxygen, hyperbaric, you name it.
Right.
But the only three places that a professional athlete can truly get a competitive advantage is sleep, hydration, and nutrition.
Wow. That's important, yeah.
So nutrition is a
Really
part of that trifecta.
Wow.
Right.
And you can be the best athlete in the world and train the hardest and have the best trainer in the world, but at the end of the day, 85% of this is about what you put in your mouth.
Wow.
So we make that our priority, and there's a lot of things that are important to us here. I mean, we really are a family-friendly restaurant. We have a celiac-safe griddle. We only make gluten-free pancakes. Every item on our kids' menu, the Almost Grown menu, is 100% gluten-free, because most people don't know if their kids have an issue with gluten or not. We're a peanut-free facility, which is the #1 allergen for children. We have no peanuts here. When you walk into the restaurant, we ask you if you've dined with us before, if anyone in your party has food allergies. It's not just something we like to say because it sounds cute or of the moment. We literally, everybody on the line changes their gloves, their cutting boards, their knives. We really want to be reactive. It's important to us. And we start with the best organic ingredients the world has to offer.
It sounds like you guys are creating this environment as a home. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say.
exactly.
I was telling Chef a few minutes ago before we got into everything. It really feels like a home in here. And Billy and I were just we're sitting and looking around, and it's just beautiful.
I like the way you can walk in and get motivated. You got things on the wall.
I mean, Billy, yeah, for you, motivation's a huge
It's
thing,
really
you know.
important.
And Billy was right away empowered right walking in here.
And if you could look into the camera and you could say to a mom out there about feeding their kids, what would you say to them?
I would say start with real food, single ingredient foods. I think there's a lot of things for moms, busy moms, dads, single parents, 2 moms, 2 dads, active seniors, grandparents, that we have on our plates, and there's a lot of things to feel guilty about. Even today with all these events, I'm running from one child to the next. My 15-year-old has to watch my 2 littles. My one son's at a sleepaway camp. I had to send a babysitter there to give him insulin. I mean, there's a lot of things that on a daily basis you can feel like I didn't get accomplished or I didn't reach the highest level. But dinner should never be something that you feel guilty about. And that's why we created Grown, because we wanted to give people their time back to spend with their family around a table. And feels good.
And I think there's a big common misconception out there now that people, I don't want to make this. It's going to take me this much time. I have to go do this, go do that. But it's going back to what you guys just said about investing in your health.
Yes. Right.
And you got to have that. And if you want to see a positive result, you have to make a positive move, right? So what would you tell people that say, you know what, I don't have time to go get stuff. I don't have time to make this. I don't have time. What's a quick way people can knock that out in an easy way?
Come through the Grown drive.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, you got the answer. Now we got to.
My mouth is watering.
You guys
Billy.
ready?
We dive in?
Come on, I'm going to do this for you guys, and you guys are going to take first.
Cheers,
I'm
Billy.
gonna get it like I own it. Cheers.
We're here at Grown.
There you go. Ooh, hear that juice.
Oh my God.
It's awesome.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
Billy, you could taste how fresh it is too. Hang on, Billy's salivating. Hang on,
Can you
guys.
believe you can get this at a drive-through window?
I can't. Guys, this is truly incredible.
Look at it. One bite. It's good.
If you're looking to experience what Billy and I just had the absolute pleasure and joy of doing, right, Billy?
Yeah, it was really awesome, guys.
You guys can go check them out. Grown on Instagram. Very simple, just @Grown. Or if you're looking to experience this in a more intense way, they're actually franchising, so you can own a Grown today.
Down, up,
1,
down, up,
2,
down, up,
3,
down, up,
4,
down, up,
5.
up tall.
It was once again time for the game before the big game. And while the Sunshine State did not live up to its nickname on the Saturday before the big game, our players and fans made the best of the weather and all had a fantastic time at the 20th Annual Celebrity Flag Football Challenge. The fans that joined us at FIU Stadium were treated to an awesome game, which benefited military and first responder charities. They also had the chance to meet a few of the celebrity players, and a few lucky fans even snagged a souvenir of their very own. As the fans and players were preparing for the game, I took some time in the locker room to chat with our players, and here's what they had to say. We are in the locker room at the 20th annual Celebrity Sweat Flag Football Challenge. I'm here with none other than the monster himself. We are ready and getting warmed up. How you feeling today, man?
Man, I feel great, and I'm super appreciative for the opportunity, man. I feel amazing.
So today on the football field, what can fans expect to see from you out there?
A couple touchdowns, a couple interceptions, you know what I mean? I might trying to take some people out with me. No, it's gonna be a great game, man. You guys can expect an awesome game. We're surrounded by awesome people, you know, so it's gonna be a great time.
And you're down here in Florida.
Yes, sir.
What's it like coming, you know, with the Super Bowl coming here with your city, your environment, your ambiance? What's it like having that in your town?
Man, it's amazing. You know, Super Bowl is one of the biggest parties in the world, so everybody wants to be at it, and I feel blessed to be here.
Alrighty, we're here with my man DJ Moore of the Panthers. DJ, it is so nice to have you here. How you feeling, man?
Good. I'm happy to be here. Glad to be here with the legends and some of the Army military.
Oh, that's right, man. Everything we do, you know, especially this event, is a big military give back. What's it like being at an event where really everything's driven back to supporting the troops that help us, you know?
Yeah, it's good because to be a part of this and have the Army here because they do go overseas and battle for us. So now this is like repaying them and with fun,
yes,
a fun activity that they gonna enjoy.
Definitely. Now, what can the fans expect to see from you out there today?
Don't
give them the whole thing, but a little sneak peek.
A lot of fun and making people look silly.
You guys know him for his famous music and his amazing vibes. Roscoe played in the game last year. He scored some touchdowns. What can we expect to see from you this year?
More touchdowns.
More touchdowns. Now, today is an amazing day. It's our 20th annual game. How are you feeling physically, and what are we looking to see out there from you today?
I'm feeling blessed, man. I'm feeling blessed. I'm ready to get out there and go get it. I'm ready to give the people what they came to see, and just kick it with my family. So that's what we're gonna do.
Now, what do you have going on in your life right now? New projects. Give everyone an idea of what you have coming up.
My first project right now is being a dad. I just had another baby, another daughter of 3. Father of 3 daughters, I'm sorry. 5-month-old, a 7-year-old, and a 13-year-old. So that's first and foremost on my list. Other than that, working on my own music, still writing for other people, producing, you know, just making the world go around.
Definitely. So you're obviously in great shape still, and you look great. How do you have to put into the routine managing the family, obviously, and then the workout routine, the dieting, the sleeping? What does your routine look like, and how does that, you know, feel to you? Is it challenging?
Lots of water, man. Lots of water, lots of sleep. I've been vegan for the last year, so I've just been trying to do things differently, just clean myself up and just take care of myself, really.
Man, that's awesome. Well, you guys can't feel it, but this guy's literally a rock right now.
Hey.
He is so strong and in great shape. He's ready to play. We'll see him out there, but you got it all right here from Roscoe Dash.
Let's get it.
Larry, how you feeling today, man?
Great, man. Great to be out here. Happy to be out here.
So it's our 20th annual game. We are so excited to have you here. This is a big event that supports the troops. What does it mean to you to support the troops in an event like this?
I feel like they give so much to us. You see the guys here, and you just see how they act. They're interacting with everybody, and they really give us their blood, sweat, and tears in the field. And it's just crazy because you see them on TV, you hear the stories about these guys just doing so many kind of courageous things, and to meet these guys, like they're the real heroes. Like everybody talks about us and the football players and the helmet and all that kind of stuff, but to see these guys out here and to really meet them and shake their hands, really tell them thank you for their service, that's a big deal to me. So it's really awesome to be here.
We appreciate that, man, definitely. And there's no secret, you're in great shape. You're an intense, amazing athlete. Can you tell everyone what a little bit of your routine looks like in the gym and how it supplements that with food?
So what's funny is that I actually train here in FIU with Coach Swayze. So it was kind of funny that this is my first year training here, and it was like, I know everything. Everybody's like, oh yeah, you gotta do this. I'm like, yeah, I train here every day, so it kind of works out. But I'm kind of guy who likes to start training early. I get ahead of the competition, but also I just like to stay in shape, you know, throughout the whole year. So really, the regimen is I think Monday through Friday we start working out. Some days will be at 6 a.m. Some days 11:30, depending on what time we have to do our recovery sessions and stuff like that. But I mean, it's really good. I'm having a great time out here. I'm happy to be here. The energy's great in the room. We got legends here: Flutie, Michael Irving, Tracy Mcgrady here. Roscoe Dash is here. Like I remember, I was telling him we used to bump your music in the car when I was in high school.
Got me with no hands.
The energy, exactly.
I hear you,
so
man.
the energy's good. It's great. I'm just happy. The vibes are awesome. So I'm just happy to be here.
That's awesome, man. Well, we really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. We'll see you out there. Watch out for Larry on the field. He's gonna be taking some people out today.
Here
We are here with the one and only legendary, the man himself, the quarterback. Where's he at? Here he is, Doug Flutie. Doug has played in this game. This is our 20th annual game. Doug has played in it every single year. Doug, welcome back, man. It is always good to have you. How are you feeling today?
Feel great. So excited. I look forward to this every year at Super Bowl. It makes me feel like a kid, throw the ball around and act like a quarterback again. But so excited to play. Feel good, healthy, ready to rock and roll.
Love it. Well, Doug is infamously known for his amazing ability to stay in great shape all year round. And with this game being a 20 years, he's played every single year. What is it like with your routine, physically, working out wise? And how do you supplement that with the specific foods or any type of beverages, the water? How does that all go together?
Well, number one is hydration, staying hydrated. And, I've rediscovered Pedialyte for those days in the hot sun. It's not just for kids. But that's when I pull muscles. When I pull muscles or strain something, it's because I'm dehydrated, I'm not getting enough fluids. My workout, I can't just go for jogs. And I used to be able to just run 5 miles to stay in shape or beat up the knees now and all that. So water sports. I swim a lot and I surf a ton. Every morning I'm on a board surfing. It's a great workout. It's the one workout that I can do where I can go as hard and as long as I want and it doesn't beat me up.
Wow. Well, the water's nice and easy on the joints, so that's great. And it also takes a big cardio on you, doesn't it?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Especially when the surf gets big and you got to paddle out and you're dealing with that and you go a long ways. Even getting on the sandbar area where it's a couple feet deep and just running in the sand, in the water with that resistance on your legs.
Right.
It's all zero impact. I mean, very, very low impact and able to just get a great workout at it.
Well, having a good workout really translates into succession and progressing as an athlete. So if you could speak to some younger athletes right now and you were in front of them saying, hey guys, this is what you should be doing in order to raise your level of athleticism, make you the healthiest, what would you tell them in terms of motivating them to do that?
I think number one, I don't think you have to be crazy about eating healthy. You need to be smart about how you're eating. Your diet, be smart about diet. But activity, it doesn't always have to be the regimented workout. But be consistent in getting outdoors, whether you're playing with your buddies in the front yard, going for a run, especially as a young age, just taking off and going for a run.
Right.
Be active in sports, whether it's competitive sports, in the yard with your buddies. Put the video game away and get outside and do activities. And you'd be amazed. I mean, yeah, there's great workouts in a weight room and you can do all these things to get stronger. But as long as you're doing the other stuff, you're going to get a core strength. And then when you get to the age where you're hitting a workouts regimen and in the weight room, you can progress in a hurry.
The pregame warm-ups continue in the locker room. I'm here with Tracy Mcgrady and Billy Blanks. Guys, how are we feeling physically today, and what are we looking forward to for everyone to see out there today from us?
Well, my quarterback is sitting over there on his phone right now. He doesn't know that I got this bionic arm right here, so I'm glad to be here, man. It's for a great cause, supporting the military, and also for me, what's transpired, over the last weekend, and just to come down here and kind of give my mind a distraction away from that and mix and mingle with some good people. So it's good to be here.
Oh yeah, only positive vibes are going to be felt today. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be kids, families, fun. Billy, this is your 20th year playing. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, man. I always get a chance to come out here and enjoy the troops, spend time with them, and say thank you for what you're doing for our country and the world. Keep up the good work. May God continue to bless you guys with all that you do. Be blessed.
After the U.S. Army parachute team delivered the game ball in style and the coin toss was complete, it was time to get down to business. Team captains for this year's game were football legends Doug Flutie and Donovan McNabb. As usual, Flutie, McNabb, and all of the celebrities and athletes put on a great show and appeared to have a great time doing it. Fans even had a chance to see Tracy Mcgrady try his hand at quarterback, while Doug Flutie, being the Cali guy that he is, shortly into the first half decided to play barefoot. McGrady was eventually named MVP, probably in part thanks to this incredible steal from Team Flutie. And even though Team McNabb kept the score respectable throughout the game, Team Flutie maintained control, winning the Truist Confidence Cup with a final score of 55-44. Well, that's all the time we've got, but be sure to check out the next episode of Celebrity Sweat. Before the big celebrity game in Miami, Billy and I sat down with Hall of Fame basketball legend Tracy Mcgrady. He talks about food, fitness, and how the game of basketball has evolved. You do not want to miss it. See you then.